Right, welcome back. Last time we went ahead and managed to defeat Ajuran in a war. At the very least, Pate was the one that decided the peace deal. They went ahead and annexed their core province plus these two bordering provinces. They also released Hobyo, which is great. Among other things, Hobyo is also allied with Ajuran. Amazing. We've also vassalized Malindi now that everything, well, was put together. And I'm about to vassalize Pate as well. I just need to bring relations up. And once that occurs, I will become, well, the definite hegemon of the east, well, of the Swahili coastline. Well, every Swahili province under my control. Excellent. Of course, there's a culture here that's Swahili, but I'm not actually sure if Mawuti has a culture at all. I'll have to see. Ah, they do have Swahili culture. Well, every one of them except for Mawuti. Yay! Don't worry, I'll get them eventually. At some point, I'll get colonial ideas and be able to expand that way. Right now, though, I'm going just to sit here, get through reforms, necessary reforms, and try to save up the money to build up a capital. After that, I'll start lowering taxes again in order for more growth to occur, both in my country's economy and in my technology. Especially since I'm getting pretty close to trade ideas, which is extremely important. Okay, offer vassalization. There we go. Now I've got 5 vassals. Might not be the easiest thing to keep them together, but it shouldn't be that hard. Right? What's the worst that could happen? Jeez, could you stop doing so much land tax? I don't actually need that much point investment over there. I currently need the admin points for other things, like making my way to tech level 16 in order to get trade ideas. I may actually start saving up. I don't really need trade range and whatnot. I'll save up Diplo points for the trade ideas. Mention some trade centers. Ooh, trade range plus 10%. Ship trade power up. Provincial trade power up. Commerce production efficiency reduction. Trade steering. And ship trade power propagation. Caravan power. Unlocks commerce rights leading to commercialization. What? Merchant trade power plus 1. Right of commerce. Do I have to go all the way here? Okay, then I definitely need to save up as many Diplo points as possible. I am not going to be able to do that in one stretch. Not easily, anyway. I mean, I could keep 3,600 power saved up, but 5 vassals. Giving all this together is not going to be easy. Oh well, it's quite a nice empire, isn't it? Alright, well, my rank is kingdom, so... Swahili kingdom. Okay, since it... But at this point, it's basically certain that the auto investor isn't going to fire here, so let's go ahead and pay almost my entire treasury to finally start building that capital. It's going to demand a unit of labor each year. 16 units? I was going to do 12. Don't we only need 12? Okay, I don't know. The amount of units that end up getting built seems to be a little bit glitchy. Oh well, it's gonna first work on doing amenities. Hopefully they'll stick around long enough and avoid decaying down to rank 2 again. And by this point I probably should actually drop the province selection. So there we go. Okay, so autonomy is actually doing pretty well. 66.32%. Once it hits 65%, I can go ahead and do another reform, at least based upon average autonomy. I don't have the influence for that at the moment, but it should be fine. By that point, I almost certainly will. Yeah, I can choose to promote a faction. Which means I should be able to do that at some point in the future. At least the loyalty of the tribes is improving. Loyalty of the clergy is reducing. Loyalty of the burghers is stable. Good. Loyalty of the nobility reducing at a decent pace. At least the clans seem happy. Oh, it's not possible for this to spread. Let's see, so the trade power here is definitely enough, 31. Capital also has enough at 6, just barely. Zanzibar has enough. Zanzibar probably also has enough. It's a little strange to see that I have better trade power than my capital, but that's because of its location. It's got plus 45% of commerce output, which is absurd. This only has 30. Yeah. Zanzibar Pie is honestly amazing. It just needs time and development in order to have real trade institutions. I should actually, yeah. I really should look into making amenities for this place. Should be cheap, relatively speaking. There is some decent, there's a decent amount of urban wages though, so that might not be as easy as it at first sounds. Alright, select the province, take a look. Let's see. Okay, so at least I know that, well, wages are about half the price here. Urban wages are about half the price as they are in Mizizuma, so... Okay, approved to rank 1. Well, reset extra units. 112 ducats. Okay. Numbers started to go weird because they were trying to predict income based upon damaged troops. No, reduced army maintenance from damaged troops, so... Yeah, fun. I think I have enough money now. Yep, okay. Time for a new construction project. Actually building amenities in Zanzibar Payo. It is honestly one of the perfect places for a big city. It's got a huge amount of space for population, thanks to a large amount of farmlands and forestries. And a good amount of fisheries. Maybe not so much as there is room here in Zizuma, 800 spaces for farmlands is a lot. But yeah, it's also got irrigation already, so there's that. Plus good pathing infrastructure and amazing harborage. I may eventually move to here, but for now, it's good as is. Currently the focus with Zanzibar Paya is to get an excellent place for commerce. Even better than Zanzibar or Mzizima. Humanism. Jeez, that's overlapping. Stab cost interval minus 1% and maximum resource size plus 2.5%. I know it's plus 2.5% because it's now at 5%. Yeah. Blockbook is just going to give you another idea group. However, that idea group will be trade ideas. Apparently I need the maximum amount in order to get to the next stage of commerce. So I'm going to need to do 2 reforms. First, right of commerce. And then the one after that. Let's see. No, it's up here. Commercial law. Yep. I mean, commercial law is going to be good because a percentage of burger commerce income gets transferred to tax income. Should help me with keeping my economy together. Of course, all that's going to need the metropolitans to have quite a bit of influence. The burghers have a good amount of average power. That's not going to be easy to achieve anytime soon. Honestly, it's like my income has improved since I have lower taxation. Bit strange, isn't it? Probably has to do with much better productivity, though. Or it could just be quite literally better trade. I have started trading over here in the Concord node. And, you know, yeah, it's about time to finish that. I might as well wrap this up as part of the ending summary. So, yeah, I've started trade with the Concord node since I managed to get another merchant. And they're directly connected to the Zanj node. It's a bit long distance, but it works. Although it is a little strange, this trade distance stuff. For example, I'm perfectly capable of trading with the Far East node, all the way over here, which has, you know, Korea and Manchuria in it, and yet I'm unable to trade here in the Deccan Plateau. Why? I'm also not able to go any further than Alexandria or the Levant. Lower Nile, no, that's what it's called. Okay. Anyway, yeah, beyond that. I vassalized Pate. Amazing. I've also gone ahead and started up the infrastructure project for getting the capital built. Additionally, the amenities are finished. So, finally, people have stopped dying en masse here. Although immigration is still higher than birth rate. Yeah. It's about... There's almost 1,000 people coming in here every year. The actual number is 900, but still. I've also started an infrastructure project in Zanzibar Paya, with it being one of the best locations possible. Plus 45% to commerce output, and minus 50% to harborage infrastructure cost. This is actually amazingly good. So I just started an infrastructure project to build amenities here, so that we can support 10,000 population. There's quite a few elites here. Just not very much in the way of urban population. And more urban population would also mean more burgers, which is good. Since this is the best place that I have, and possibly the best place in the East African coastline for trade. I mean, there's already 60, well, there's commercial districts are the second highest number of districts here, with first only going to farmlands with 200. It's kind of tough to beat out farmlands in general. Still, they make up a sixth of almost a sixth of all districts, which is a lot. Yeah, beyond that, not that much in particular happened. I've been focusing on, well, I did lower my taxes now that I'm doing better. I no longer needed to save up money for the capital. And corruption has hit, not all-time lows. I can't say that because I think at the start of the game it was around 0 or something. But it's lower than it has been in a century. I can probably admit that without being wrong. Definitely half a century. Of course, that will start to change soon. I'm going to need to start doing reforms again. In fact, I am going to do one now, I believe. Can I do that? Enforce sovereign law and core justice. Okay. Direct bureaucracy. Oh yeah, I need to expand the bureaucracy again. Right, it hasn't been it ran out. It also promotes the bureaucrat faction, and that should be enough. Well, it would be enough of admin points. Oh well, I can deal with that later. Anyway, I'll see you again next time. Until then, hopefully I have enough admin points for that. Bye. And don't forget about it.